No, no, no. That step into blind faith puts people in debt. The people that can't afford to go, they put it on a credit card. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran. I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out of it, and now I'm using my platform to help people leave their MLMs that felt the same way I did or feel the same way I used to, and or to prevent people from joining an MLM. So today I think from the feedback you guys give me, one of your favorites. I'm going to react to my own MLM content. Is it going to be cringy? Yes. Is it going to be uncomfortable? Yes. Will we laugh? Absolutely. So if you're already feeling the vibe, if you're already excited and you're not already subscribed, would love that. Would love for you to follow me on social media. You can get the link to all of the things that I have to offer, podcast, merch, all of that stuff in the video description. And let's get to it. I have a hair on my nose. Sorry, guys. Let's get to it. It's a 12-minute long video, 12 minutes and 28 seconds. Will I be counting every second? Yes, I will be. Yes, I will be. I'm going to give you my commentary. I'm going to debunk myself. I have not watched this, so in a sense, I'm kind of blind reacting. I will tell you, it's from September 16th, 2019, and it's titled, "It's Time for Some Tough Love." So I'm expecting a little aggressiveness, probably some clapping. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting some being out of breath. And I think that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Before you move on, pause the video. Let me know in the comments what you think you are going to see in this video. Here we go. Hey everybody, happy Monday. This is Erin Bees coming to you live from Las Vegas. You can call me #beast mode. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I think it's time that I dish out some tough love. I think it's time we have an honest conversation. I think it's time for us to just chat about some things. So if you're joining me live, drop me a 1 below. If you're watching the replay, hit me with a 2. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you are brand new to the Beast Mode show, go ahead and drop me a new below because I would love to connect with you. Beast Mode show. The Beast Mode show. The Beast Mode show. I can't. Drop a 1, drop a 2. Oh gosh. Okay. If you know somebody that needs some tough love, if you know somebody that needs to have an honest conversation, you can tag them, you can share this, you can do whatever. I am going to give full name shout outs today to anybody that shares, but first I'm going to take a drink really quickly. So, ma'am, I need you to not only, okay, take a drink, but take a breath. Good Lord. And why am I asking people to share? Oh, it's because I'm trying to get them to send their friends to me, ultimately to buy ketones. Talk amongst yourselves. Just kidding. I am like almost 24 hours fasted, in case you're like, dang, this energy is on point today. We need to have a conversation, you guys. Hey, Sarah. Energy is on point, but it seems like I'm trying to talk myself into having energy. Oh my God. Hey, am I going to see you next month? I'm curious. Okay, let's talk about some tough love because I feel like it's been a minute since we've had a conversation. But you guys, I see so many people that get in my inbox that are like, Erin, I've got to change this situation. Whether it's your health and wellness, whether it's your finances, whether it's your mindset, whether it's the conversations that you're having with yourself. But then it's like, I give coaching and people want to have like objections. Let me give you an example. Somebody. Oh my God. I'm probably presenting this in a way where it sounds like lots of people were messaging me. This probably came from a single message. It's like, hey, Erin, I want to expand my network. Or, hey, Erin, I want to start a business. Hey, Erin, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired and not having enough money in my month. Drop a money bag below if you're like, oh, okay. Here's the thing. This is going to be a bunch of random moments. This is not directed to any one person, but it's something that I'm noticing a theme a lot lately. Sometimes we have to get out of our own way. Sometimes we have to say, this makes no sense what I'm doing, but I'm going to step forward in some blind faith. Sometimes you just got to show the universe, your higher power, whatever it is that you believe in, that you are ready for some abundance, okay? When does it change, friends? When does your situation change? When does your mindset change? When does your financial situation change? If nothing changes, everything stays the same. And how comfortable is that? Aaron, blink twice if you need help. I guarantee y'all are not comfortable, right? I'm hungry. Your girl here is hungry. So here's... Yeah, I was hungry. I was fasted for 24 hours. I hadn't had food for 24 hours. Yes, I was hungry. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's the number one tip that I can give you guys. Y'all need to get uncomfortable. And just because you do something one time doesn't mean that it's going to work, okay? I need y'all to show up every day. I need you guys to be so uncomfortable that you're starting to sweat. Maybe some of you are breaking out in hives. I need some of y'all to get bold, right? Y'all are too comfortable. And that's why things are staying the same. It's time for change. It's time for you to take that step. It's time for you to... Do y'all notice that I've literally said nothing? I think I've said the same thing twice. To say, I had this business idea, I'm tired of my job, I want to go back to school, I want to do X, Y, and Z. And by the way, I would love for you guys to drop in the comments right now what that dream is. What does that look like to you? Like, think about this, okay? I went to a Tony Robbins event 3 years ago. And we did this exercise, and it still gives me the biggest goosebumps, okay? So first, before I share this with you, I need you guys to give me permission to share this with you, because it's kind of it's dark, but there's a purpose. So if I have your permission to share this with you, drop a yes in the comments below, okay? So we did this, I think it's called the Dickens, I'll look it up. But anyways, so we're in this room, in this stadium with like 18,000 people, okay? First of all, I have no right to be doing this on a Facebook Live. No right. And I love that I'm asking for permission, but I'm doing it anyways. And we've done all this work. This is a 3-day event. I literally did like 35 miles in steps at an event. I need y'all to process that. I was exhausted, not eating a whole lot, which makes sense because I'm rebooting right now. I do a 60-hour fast once a month. That's why this energy is the way that it is, because I feel friggin' phenomenal. I'll just be honest, okay? And so you don't sleep, you don't eat. It is absolutely bananas, and you are doing a lot of work. And in this moment, he starts to walk you through this exercise, and I want to kind of do a little tiny piece. I just want to ask you a couple questions, okay? So for those of you that are playing small, hello everybody. For those of you that are playing small, have you ever thought about how your playing small is actually hurting your family? I know for me, when I first started in this industry almost 12 years ago, there were a lot of things that I told myself I would do when the kids got older. There's a lot of things that I told myself back in the day that I would do after the kids graduated, or after, you know, after. Here's the thing, by you playing small in your life, you're actually hurting the closest people around you, right? What lessons would I be teaching my kids if I wasn't going to networking events, if I wasn't going to these events, if I wasn't doing all of these things, if I wasn't stepping out of my comfort zone and showing them the way that they can create the life of their dreams? It's actually hindering their... Okay, first of all, the manipulation in all of this is disgusting. Really bad. So what I'm doing here is trying to manipulate people into thinking that by them putting off their goals because they are parenting and maybe their kids are little, they're playing small and hurting their family. But let me tell you what really hurts families in multi-level marketing. Exactly what I was doing at this time. I was working so many hours a day. The kids were watching TV. I was on constant Zooms. I was reading. I was listening to podcasts constantly. I was not really present at all for my family. And it's ironic because in multi-level marketing, they always talk about the time freedom. But in order for you to be successful in multi-level marketing, you have to be constantly working, constantly messaging, and they want you to be on all of the Zooms and the trainings and the in-person events and all of that stuff, because you have to you constantly have to be indoctrinated so that your schedule is filling up with noise so that you don't have time and space to question what's really going on. So that's essentially what I'm doing. I almost feel like I'm kind of telling on myself here. So this is very interesting.
Growth. It's actually hurting them. And let me just throw on there, okay? Listen, by me playing small in the past, it was hurting my family. Financially, I remember a time when I was pulling change from the change jar to buy our weekly groceries. I remember when we were robbing Peter to pay Paul every single month. I remember feeling hopeless. I remember thinking, when is this going to get better? And the only way that it's going to get better is when you decide to show up, when you decide to say enough is enough, when you decide to say, I'm sick of this pain, and this pain cannot be any different than me stepping forward and saying, this is uncomfortable, and I'm going to step into this place, and I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to do this, and I can't afford to go to this event, but I'm going to go to this event anyways because I know that I'm supposed to be there. It makes no sense. I don't have the money to go. I don't have the money to start this business, but I'm going to do it anyways. That step into blind faith is going to show the universe, your higher power, whatever it is that you guys believe in, that you're ready.
No. That step into blind faith puts people in debt. The people that can't afford to go, they put it on a credit card. Typically, they took out a loan, something along those lines to get to the event. When you get to the event, you don't learn anything. It's all about belief in the company, belief in what we're doing here, belief in the industry, but you don't learn anything to move your business forward. Holy cow. Guys, we're halfway through. Check in. How are you guys doing? This is painful for me to watch. It is painful. I'm like this weird network marketing motivational speaker that talks in circles and says cool things, but also needs to take a deep breath and calm down.
For more. Show me any success story, and I guarantee you there's this one decision, this one snap, bam, I'm going to make this happen right now. It makes no sense, but I'm going to step, and there's success on the other side of it, you guys. Y'all need to stop being so comfortable. Y'all need to stop saying, you know what, in 6 months, in a year, I'm going to do this. I'm going to leave my job. You guys, I remember a time when I was working in a lab. I was pregnant with Mia, and my boss and leadership was riding me because I wasn't moving.
Here we go with the sob story. So for those of you that work full time, this is me saying, I have a better way. Let me tell you my sob story. Let me tell you exactly why network marketing is perfect for you.
Moving fast enough. I wasn't drawing blood fast enough. I wasn't getting to where I needed to be fast enough. Hi, I'm pregnant. Yes, I'm going to move slower. Hi, I'm pregnant. Yes, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom a lot. I remember them writing me, and I told myself, once I get to 38 weeks, game on, right?
By the way, these stories are true. This story is true. The story about, buying things from the change jar, all of those stories are absolutely true. And it would be one thing to just share that story because everybody has traumas and hardships that they go through, but to share it in a way where I'm crediting this company for getting me out of that situation. There's a couple of things wrong with that. Number one, I see this a lot in multi-level marketing companies, and especially when people move from more than one company. We're talking about, so this is 2019, I was with Pruvit. So this was my 6th company, I believe. Sixth company. But the stories that I'm sharing were from my first company. My first company was slumber parties. So I was doing in-person parties. I was selling inventory. I was pocketing profit. And then I was restocking, and that's kind of how that worked. So I was doing parties at that time That was how I made money. But I'm crediting, in a sense, without really, I'm not really saying it, but what I'm alleging is that it's pruvit that helped us out of that scenario. Now, there are multiple chapters, and I've talked about this in, when I was involved with multi-level marketing, but this is something that we see very often. An MLM leader is saying, well, I was able to do this or that, but what about the results that you got from the previous company and the previous company and the previous company? You know what I'm saying? So skipping chapters, this is all really fascinating because I was not aware that some of the things that I see I was doing. Some of the things that I see in the industry, I didn't realize what I was doing, and I didn't realize how manipulative this is. I'm telling a sob story because I'm trying to prey on people's emotions, and I'm going to use the word prey because it's exactly what I'm doing here. Whether that was my intention at the time or not, I really thought at the time I was telling my story. But when you step back and you really look at your actions and the way that you're using words, this was all very manipulative.
38 weeks came and went. I made a decision and I said, I am done with this. That night, I went home after telling my boss off in front of patients, in front of everybody. I went home and I'm sitting here eating spaghetti. Obviously, this is before keto, okay? So I'm eating spaghetti and I'm telling my husband, I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And the last thing that I told my boss before I left that place was, I may not be here tomorrow. You know what, Chris? I might not be here tomorrow. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being treated this way. I'm tired of all of this. Like, I let him have it in front of everybody. And I hope he sees this, because thank you, Chris, because I never went back. Went home, was talking to my husband, sitting on the couch eating some spaghetti, my water broke, and I never went back, you guys. It started with a decision.
Okay, but that story had nothing to do with network marketing. It is a true story. I did tell my boss off. I did go home. I was eating spaghetti, which that sounds really good for dinner tonight, actually. I did tell him off. I don't know why I needed to be so aggressive in this. I don't know why I needed to call him out like that, like I was some kind of a tough guy. Why? I don't get it. But this did happen, but it was before network marketing. And so I understand making a decision, but we make decisions every day. And most of the decisions don't have anything to do with multi-level marketing. This decision that I'm talking about had nothing to do with multi-level marketing. I wasn't even involved with that yet. It wasn't for probably another year that I joined my first MLM company. So it's really interesting that I'm picking certain timelines, sharing that story, but also kind of crediting the current MLM, which was my 6th MLM, for results. You see what I'm saying? Like there's pieces that are missing. It's kind of chaotic. Honestly, it's exhausting. It is exhausting.
I didn't have the money to go to the Tony Robbins event. I didn't have the money to go to some of these events that I have been to, that I've met somebody, or I have pulled some kind of a nugget that literally transformed my business. None of it made any sense. And I stepped and I stepped and I stepped and I stepped. And that's what you guys see. That is the secret behind this growth. That is how I became the beast that I am today, is by those things that you are rationalizing and saying, well, I can't afford it. I can't afford to go to this event. I can't afford this. I don't have the time. I'm a mom. I'm a dad. I'm blah, 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 blah. All of those things. I'm pushing forward and stepping anyways and doing those things. Even when it makes me ugly cry. Even when it makes my stomach hurt. Even when I lose sleep because I'm so anxious with how I'm going to make these things happen. I'm still stepping forward. You guys, some of you.
Okay, first of all, this blind faith thing and spending money that you don't have, I have a couple things to say about that. One, I feel like when there are people just like me in this video that we're watching that do things like this, it's an insurance policy for the leader in the company that you're a part of. Well, they can't leave because they, bought the event ticket, or they can't leave because they have the car bonus, or they can't leave because they have a team and they're locked into this money that they're making. They can't leave because of whatever, right? I find this really, really, really fascinating.
Are playing so small. Your families are suffering. The person you are supposed to be does not play small. It's time for you to step into the greatness that was given to you as a gift. And if you don't keep going, if you don't keep stepping when it doesn't make any sense, when you don't know how you're going to pay your rent or whatever the case may be, the situation is always going to stay the same.
I must say that we are seeing a lot of this kind of behavior from leaders in the empire, where they are, clearing bank accounts to join Eric Worre's mastermind, spending $25,000, and they're bragging about it in their stories. It's nothing but an insurance policy for the leader. It's nothing but a way to make sure that people are sticking around. If you're spending this money, if you're making a certain amount of money or whatever, you're less likely to leave. It makes it harder to leave. It's kind of like in an abusive relationship when you live with them, your bank accounts you have joint bank accounts and your lives are literally woven into one another. It makes it harder to separate, and then you think that you're doing the right thing. You think that you're making the moves to make progress. And when I say some of this, it's not that I'm judging anybody. I've just been able to step back and to look at a lot of these things. And the money that I've spent on, events with companies and the money that I've spent on industry generic events, when I really think about, well, what did you learn from that? A lot of it is just indoctrination. Again, the belief in the company, the belief in your leader, the belief in yourself, the belief in the industry. You're not really learning anything that's moving you forward.
You're never going to get to a point. What's up, Desiree? You're never going to get to a point where you say, oh, I've got it all figured out. Now I can afford all the events. I can afford all the coaches. I can afford all the products, start the business, do whatever. That's never going to happen because you've got to make a sacrifice. You've got to jump so that the universe goes, oh, excuse me, this person is taking it seriously. Okay, they're stepping forward. They're doing some things. I see them. I'm going to give them some more. The only way.
I do believe that you can make moves that are smart financial moves. I do believe that you can take action steps that are smart for where you're at, whether that's in relationships or in business. I think that there's a way to make calculated moves. I think that small amounts of risk are absolutely necessary, but I don't think you have to make these big, like clearing out your bank account kind of moves. And I don't think it needs to be that extreme. I think that progress is, slowly over time, and I don't know how are y'all doing? What do y'all think about this? Holy cringe.
For you to step into abundance is for you to take those scary steps. There it is. Combine the words. You guys, it's time for you. And I wouldn't be your friend if I didn't come on tonight and have this conversation with you. Every single one of you, I'm going to blow your mind here. Every single one of you that watches this, that watches my lives, that watches my posts, that comments and interacts with me, the reason that you are attracted to what I'm doing here is because you know deep inside that you are destined for the same kind of thing. Maybe it's not in my company, maybe it's not on my team, but you know energetically you're drawn to me because you are destined for the same kind of greatness.
What greatness? Earning a car bonus, driving around a Range Rover off of the backs of your team, and they're front loading. What greatness? Working 14 to 16 hours a day, neglecting your family. What greatness?
It's not just because I'm a pretty face. I mean, I am a pretty face, let's be honest, right? It's not because I'm just a pretty face or I'm somebody that's confident in my own skin. That took time, you guys. It took me taking those steps. It took me saying This is terrifying. I'm gonna go talk to this person. I'm gonna rebuild for the 6th time. Drop the number 6 below, you guys. I have been in this industry for almost 12 years. I've been a part of 6 companies, and I'm not telling you this to impress you. I'm telling you this because if I can do it, so can you. I'm telling you this because it literally was one scary step after the other. And so many of you get in my inbox and you tell me, Erin, I would love to be where you're at. When are you gonna start? When are you gonna say enough is enough and start taking some steps and start showing the universe, your higher power, that you're ready for more? When does that change? Because you're playing small. And this world needs you now more than ever. So it's time. It's your time. Stop watching me. I mean, I love that you guys watch me, but stop watching and get in the game. So many of you are on the bench. Wouldn't you like to be a part of the starting team? Wouldn't you like to say, you know what? Not only did I take those steps, but I'm also taking those steps and I'm reaching back and I'm inspiring others. That's what I'm doing here, friends. It's your time. Stop playing small. You weren't born to play small. You weren't born to be average. You weren't born to work on somebody else's goals and dreams. You were born to step into your role in your dreams so that you could show other people the way. So stop it. I love you guys. If this brought you some value, drop me a 10 below. Share this out. I'm going to go drink some PTKs, probably have some broth or something, some bone broth, and 24 hours fasted. Does it seem like I'm tired? Because I'm not. I love you guys. You can call me #beast mode. I'll see you guys right here tomorrow. Go do something, like go take that step. One step, and then get in my inbox and tell me what you did. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye, friends.
Oh my God. We made it through it. That was so cringy. I want to apologize for my actions. I feel like this was every manipulative tactic in the multi-level marketing strategy book. I probably after this went and laid down in my bed because I was so tired from fasting. Nobody feels good when they're fasting. Ugh. I mean, okay, whatever. Anyways, that was really bad. The amount of team members that were watching this, and basically this was a recruiting live that was kind of packaged like a motivational seminar, but I was also kind of berating the people watching. You're playing small. You're not doing enough. That's basically, you need to send more messages. You need to join my team. This is the same kind of posture that we see in multi-level marketing. And I think it's really disgusting. So there you have it. And the whole reason I do this, you guys, I say this on every video that I do like this, is because if I am going to highlight the behavior of others, I'm also going to highlight my own behavior. There are things that I can learn from this. There are things that I hope others can learn from this. It's all about education and awareness. So don't join an MLM. If you enjoyed the facial expressions, you can let me know in the comments. Make sure that you guys give me a big thumbs up for the video. If you got a giggle and you're like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. Thank you for that support. I appreciate you. Also, consider becoming a member. You can visit the link in the video description. We do a lot of cool stuff, members only videos, members only lives, periodically, early access to videos. Gifts are going to be going out once a month to all of my members. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun in the chat. So thank you guys for being here, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great one, everybody. See ya.